From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Justin Tucker all set, and we are set to see the cream of the crop in the AFC as we are underway here with the Ravens and the Chiefs. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Hurts throwing right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Hurts. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 3rd and 6. Jackson now. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second down. Here's Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley there to make the grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from moving out in front. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Fights him off. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Hill. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd down, Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation,
Derrick Henry all alone. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles. But I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it. And even when we do, we often can get it wrong, because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Henry will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give up the gut to Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On third down, Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 47 yards. And the Eagles have come back to make it a 2-point game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Jackson. He completes it to Henry. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson going to change things up a bit. And the busy night for Henry continues. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Now Jackson on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
17's Mike 17. Silver. Hey, switch gears.
Now Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike 17.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run the play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Right to the air is Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. The back foot throw there is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Motion man left is Lazard. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now they'll send Adams in motion left. On play action, Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, 26 yards. And the Jets are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry now for Justice Hill. Across midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Open man, that's Henry. He's into space past the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 32 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A give running right is Hall. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series. They're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Steven Sims. That's pulled in at the 32. Oh, he shifts past him. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job. And Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4.
Alert three, alert three, alert three.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Not here.
Henry again on 2nd down. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go. No one downfield there to stop him.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Rodgers. On the move to his left. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. C.J. Mosley, the former Raven, in there on the tackle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. And this is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And Wilson in motion left. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Open man here is Conklin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Down to about the 23. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because That big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line.
10 more there and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Jackson.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
defense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
50 seconds. 50 seconds. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Hall on a give up the middle. Nifty. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 20. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On play action. Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jets have retaken a third quarter lead. Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Jackson now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Steps away. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. John Harbaugh to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Straight ahead is home. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Throwing is Rodgers. He completes it to Wilson. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll run with Allen. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They hand off to their big tight end. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Caught by Wilson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.